Force following a developing story now involving new sexual misconduct allegations against Democratic Congressman John Conyers of Detroit. A second woman has now come forward with allegations against him. Deanna Mayer is her name, and she says that she worked at Conyers' office from 1997 until 2005. And she told the Detroit News that the congressman made unwanted sexual advances towards her, one instance of that, and then touched her inappropriately at least 2 times. Mayer says that she did not come forward at the time that it happened, allegedly, because Conyers is a powerful figure in Washington, and she thought that nobody would believe her. An attorney for Conyers says that the congressman has done nothing wrong. Charges against 2 Detroit men accused of sexually assaulting a 31-year-old woman in Highland Park have been dismissed. 22-year-old Aaron Stewart and 19-year-old Quentin Flemons are also accused of attacking women riding their bikes in Hamtramck and Detroit. Well, at today's preliminary hearing, prosecutors said that they were not able to go on with those charges in Highland Park in that case because those charges could be reinstated, however, if more evidence is discovered. The 2 men have been bound over for other cases, though, and they will remain in the Wayne County Jail as the investigation continues. Well, we do have an update now about a story that Local 4 has been following about a fatal car and pedestrian accident in Oak Park. 24-year-old Raineen Wheat from Detroit has been charged with impaired driving causing death and leaving the scene of that accident. Police are saying that Wheat's car drove up on a sidewalk on Scotia just north of 9 Mile last Friday, hitting and killing an 84-year-old man. Police say that Raineen Wheat drove away, but she was arrested a little while later. Well, turning our attention to the forecast, I think everybody is excited about it today. Let's take a live look at conditions outside in Romulus, Detroit, and Mount Clemens there on your screen. And Brandon, if the temperature was not there at the bottom of your screen, at least here in Detroit, it would have looked like it was like 70, 75 degrees. It's not feeling too bad.
Yeah, it's feeling nice. The winds are coming up from the south. You saw a little shake in the Romulus camera. Feels like late September, early October instead of the end of November heading into December. 61, southwest winds are 24, gusting to 33. Some other neighborhoods gusting strong as well. Holiday decorations, garbage cans maybe knocked around a little bit. Just so you know, plenty of sunshine, at least through about 4 o'clock, and then more and more clouds coming. 64-ish should be our high temperature. The record on this day, 68, so we fall just shy, and the nuisance winds out there will be with us likely until about sunset, maybe just beyond. After sunset, Evrod, we're tracking a little wet weather coming up.
All righty, Brandon, we'll be checking back in with you. We got some big news from the state capitol. Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley has officially thrown his name into the race to be Michigan's next governor. Calley made the announcement using this video, which highlights what he's accomplished with Governor Snyder during the last 7 years. And then at the end of the video, the words "continue the comeback" are seen on the screen, which is what Calley is hoping to do. And he spoke on how he will appeal to voters.
I think the hardworking people in Michigan are going to appreciate somebody who has been integral in making all of these things happen, but never made it about himself. This election, 2018, is not about Brian Calley, and it's not about even where we've been. It's about where we can go in the future.
Well, just moments after that announcement was made, the Michigan Democratic Party issued a statement that reads in part, Brian Calley will try to convince the people of Michigan that it's a good idea to let him continue the failed administration that he and Rick Snyder started. That might easily qualify as the last thing our state needs right now if Bill Schuette wasn't already in the race. Now, other Republican candidates include Bill Schuette, we just mentioned him, Patrick Kolbeck, and Dr. Jim Hines. And then on the Democrat side of things, Gretchen Whitmer, Abdul El Sayed, Shri Thanadar, and Bill Cobbs. Well, this just in, 2 top Democratic leaders, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, said that they will not attend a meeting at the White House after President Trump blasted them in a tweet. And in that tweet, the president wrote, "Problem is, they want illegal immigrants flooding into our country unchecked, are weak on crime, and want to substantially raise taxes. I don't see a deal." Well, Pelosi and Schumer said that they don't have any time to waste. Meanwhile, the president is on Capitol Hill today, continuing to make a hard sale for tax reform in hopes of swaying reluctant Republicans to pass his plan. Overnight, some GOP senators acknowledged that they have concerns about the bill in its current form. A report for the Congressional Budget Office found the bill could cause middle-income Americans to ultimately pay more and add $1.4 trillion to the deficit over a decade. In order to pass their bill, Senate Republicans can only afford to lose 2 votes.